Studios. I'm Donnie. I'm going to do some songs here that I wrote. And Jackson and I are going to play, have a conversation. Here's one I wrote about wanting to get laid. How you doing? How you been? I ain't seen much of you since that night I watched your tail lights fade away. Can you believe it's been that long? Oh, by the way, I heard our song on 107.9 the other day. So what do you say we go back to my place? You can take advantage of my cloudy headspace, wreck my bed and rock my world, kill my self-esteem and use me. Come on, baby, use me. One more time, I'm thinking maybe. Baby, it's been a real long time. I'm sure I never even crossed your mind, but when it comes to you, I can't say the same. You probably don't know what to say, just know you're gonna let me down either way. So what do you say we go back to my place? You can take advantage of my cloudy headspace, wreck my bed and rock my world, kill my self-esteem and use me. Come on, baby, use me. One more time, I'm thinking maybe. Baby, use me. What do you say we go back to my place? You can take advantage of my cloudy headspace, wreck my bed and rock my world, kill my self-esteem and use me. Come on, baby, use me. One more time, I'm thinking maybe. Baby, use me. Yep, crowd goes wild. Wrote that song about wanting to. Actually, you know, it's funny. I'm going to talk like you're in the room, Jackson. When I wrote that song. You ever write it when you're writing a song? I write one song a year probably, but you have almost like a picture in your head of where it takes place. It was actually a rinky dinks. I think that song took place. I swear to God, when I wrote it, I'm like, this is like some, ain't saying no names, but something that would happen there. And also, I haven't written very many good ones in my life, but the line I'm the proudest of, for all you folks out there watching, you probably don't know what to say, just know you're going to let me down either way. That's the most clever line I've ever written. I'll probably never ever do that again. But it's not as good as you putting, what was that word you wanted to put? Convoluted in a song. That was pretty clever. So for my most clever song to my not most clever song, my buddy Jeff Huseman was kind enough to record this song last year and put it out, so it's available for download. It's called Country Song, which is a pretty generic title, but like to play Keith Whitley's song in my pickup truck. I still like to drink Tennessee whiskey till the sun comes up. You know time's marching Tracy told us, but there's still a couple things I can't get enough of, and I'm still cranking Diffie well into my 50s, and I still like to hear a little Haggard with old George Jones. A lot of things may come and go, but this much I know is true. There'll always be a country song I can turn to. I still like to meet all my rowdy friends for a beer downtown. It doesn't bother me too much that they've all settled down, and I'm still dreaming about Felina in old El Paso. And when I want to take a ride, I'm listening to David Allen Coe, and I'm still cranking Diffie well into my 50s. And I still like to hear a little Haggard with old George Jones. A lot of things may come and go, but this much I know is true. There'll always be a country song I can turn to. I had a thought halfway through that. When I wrote that song, the line I wrote was, "I'll still be cranking Diffie well into my 50s because I'm 27 years old." The guy that recorded it is in his 50s, so he changed it, and I just sang twice in a row, "I'm still cranking," and I'm not in my 50s, but the small details that affect me. But I wrote that because I'm 27 years old. I still will be. Didn't know how poignant that would be when I wrote that song last year that Joe Diffie passed away, but I'll be listening to him for a long time. And so the first one I did, you can download that on Spotify and all that stuff. That's a Wyatt Turner song that I wrote. That one, Jeff Huseman was kind enough to record that one. Look him up. And this one is the title track of the newest release by my buddy Tim Lippin, who's probably not watching. I think he's in Ohio. But I don't think I've ever played this one live by myself. But me and Tim wrote this last July, and it's done pretty well for us. So it was a world premiere of me doing it. I don't think I've done this yet, not at least sober. But. It's the reason you get up every morning at the crack of dawn when that rooster crows and head out to a dead-end job with a boss that you sure like to tell where to go. And it's the reason you pick up overtime, 'cause 40 hours just ain't never enough. But come Friday at 5 o'clock, you'll be burning tired on the blacktop, 'cause there's a girl waiting at home, waiting for you with a sundress on. Said, "Where you been, boy? Been waiting on you. Take me to town and see what we get into. I got a week's worth of money burning holes in my pocket. Gonna gas up the boat and take off like a rocket. Maybe call a rowdy friend or two. That's the reason we do what we do." Drop a small fortune on a brand new party barge pontoon. Spend your weekends baking in the summer sun. It's the reason you top off the igloo at the quick stop, pop a top right at 10. 'Cause you know you can't drink all day if you don't start in the AM. 'Cause there's a beer sitting on ice, waiting to hit you with all those good vibes. It's been a long day, and I can't wait to throw back a cold one and head out to the lake. I got a week's worth of money burning holes in my pocket, gonna gas up the boat and take off like a rocket. Maybe call a rowdy friend or two. That's the reason you do what you do. That's the reason we do what we do. Yeah, wrote that with Tim. Me and Tim didn't talk for a long time, and then we got together and wrote a bunch of songs. Thanks to you, Wild Away 8-Man Jam. That was like the reuniting. Everybody was there. Yeah, it was one night. Everybody was there. Nice to remember. I miss being able to party, hang out. Yeah. That was
a heck of a show too.
If you say so. I wouldn't really know.
That's a solid good show.
Hey, people might not think this is funny. I almost didn't get to see you play. They wouldn't let me in. I'd had too much. Well, I'll do a couple tearjerkers here. I heard you saw her last night at that dive down in Jamestown. I haven't seen her since the 4th of July. Did you get a chance to talk? Did she mention me at all? Or was she there alone? Or with some other guy? Well, I'm dying to know, but I'm scared of the truth. So before you say a word, consider what this heart's been through. And why? Don't tell me that she looks amazing, just like issues with someone else, I just can't take it. Tell me she looks sad and lonely. Tell me she's been missing me like crazy. Yeah, just look me in the eye and lie. Was she over by the jukebox, playing songs we used to dance to, staring at the door, sipping makers on the rocks? Did she ask you where I've been? Was she hoping I'd walk in, take her by the hand, and pick up right where we left off? Well, I know she's moving on, and it's killing me to see. And the words you want to say could be the end of me. So lie. Don't tell me that she looks amazing, just lie. Issues with someone else, I just can't take it. Tell me she looks sad and lonely. Tell me she's been missing me like crazy. Yeah, just look me in the eye and lie. Well, I can't throw away the dreams we shared. I've tried reaching out, but she don't care. It's pretty clear that I ain't ready to let go. So lie. Don't tell me that she looks amazing, just lie. Issues with someone else, I just can't take it. Tell me she looks sad and lonely. Tell me she's been missing me like crazy. Yeah, just look me in the eye and lie. light. That was also the first time I ever did that one in its entirety, and it showed. But Mr. Weatherman, what is your forecast? I need a major change. I can't stand no more rain. Everything's been going wrong. Please tell me it's something in the ozone. Or is the atmospheric pressure just too strong? I can't ride out one more storm, 'cause I've had too many highs and too many lows. Too many storms and tornadoes. I need some blue skies and sunshine. I need a good forecast tonight. 'Cause I've had too many highs and too many lows. Too many storms and tornadoes. I need some blue skies and sunshine. I need a good outlook tonight. Hope your weekend forecast is bright. Hope you got me on your weather eye. Well, Jackson,
Ready?
if you're watching out there, Jackson Gardner's in the room here. He's breaking the fourth wall. You gonna do a couple with me, Pally?
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll pause real quick.
Pause for the
Come
calls.
back and get some
Commercial break.
My collar's popped.
I maybe should sit in the small chair.
Nah, you're good.
You're a tiny person.
I am a small man. You're not that much bigger.
I'm 5'9" on my driver's license. What are you? I don't believe
7.
I don't believe I'm actually 5'9", but the driver's license doesn't. Good boys. We're back.
We're back.
Well,
Well,
we were just talking about your size.
yeah, I'm a small man.
Lack thereof. Ladies and gentlemen, recently engaged. Jackson.
Recently engaged in shadow band. Gonna play a song for the times.
Song for the time.
This is called Shoe Don't Fit. This is my sunny disposition to political correctness, and it's probably Donnie's favorite song. This is Donnie's favorite song.
We're gonna tell stories. Whenever he first played this song for me, we were in the parking lot of Qdoba, and I hugged him. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Oh man, we've been friends for 10 years. Wishing wells just take your money and Cinderella should've got a job. Mama always said you go further with honey, but the truth hurts sometimes. Showing up shouldn't get you a trophy, and the world doesn't owe you a thing. Life ain't fair and the bills don't care if your dreams are on the way. You can't order a white horse on Uber and the base was just a deck. Snow White should probably ate some gluten. Yeah, the stories are full of shit. Sometimes the shoe just don't fit. Starting fights on Facebook ain't gonna change the world. Swiping right in a pickup line isn't enough to make her your girl. You can't order a white horse on Uber and the base was just a deck. Snow White should've probably ate some gluten. Yeah, the stories are full of shit. Sometimes the shoes don't fit. Sleeping Beauty was probably just a junkie, and her prince was a paramedic. You can't have it just 'cause you want it. Yeah, the stories are full of shit. Sometimes the shoe just don't fit. Sometimes the shoe just don't fit. Cool.
I always do that. I don't think anybody else does that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I haven't played that one. I haven't played anything in a while.
Yeah, me neither.
We'll get on to the next one, and then we'll do one more and then talk a little bit. How about that? All right. This song is about substance abuse and a Dodge Neon. It's called Little Past Crazy.
You were the originator of weird ways of introing songs. Like everybody gives Coetzel credit now. Like this song's about. Did you ever see that meme?
Yeah.
My hamster died and I was in jail. You did that way before he did.
I'm glad you noticed that. All right. Another highway sunset, and to the county line. Another mile marker, just saying I'm farther from something I'm leaving behind. One more truck stop coffee, one last cigarette. Would've thought I'd have been there by now. I should've lost you somehow, but I ain't quite there yet. Whoa, I'm a little past crazy, on the edge of the line. Whoa, I got my hands on the wheel and I'm starting to feel like it's all gonna work out alright. I'm a little past crazy, I see the dawn breaking through. Oh, I'm a little past crazy, a little bit closer to getting over you. I missed you in Memphis, turn the radio on. Whoa, but I didn't break down, I think I turned it around when that DJ was playing our song. When I crossed Colorado, you were crossing my mind. Yeah, driving through Denver, I was dialing your number, but I didn't hit call this time. I'm a little past crazy, on the edge of the night. Whoa, I got my hands on the wheel and I'm starting to feel like it's all gonna work out alright. I'm a little past crazy, I see the dawn breaking through. Oh, I'm a little past crazy, a little bit closer to getting over you. Yeah, I'm a little past crazy, I see the dawn breaking through. I'm a little past crazy, a little bit closer to getting over you.
I had a couple thoughts during that song I'd like to get them out. First of all, I messed up your song less than you did.
Well, I still messed it up plenty enough.
and two, it's so interesting. This is probably the most philosophical thing you ever hear me say. I was there for like the inception of a lot of these songs. Like I remember like when that song was conceived. Like that was,
yeah,
I was there.
It was way past crazy, and
like,
it was a really choppy.
I had like a thing, like a moment during that song. I'm like these songs like Uncle or something.
They are like my kids.
I was there for their everything, all their big moments.
That song's not the same without Danita. I think Johnny will agree with that.
Yeah, I was over here singing her part.
You should have dressed up like her and done it. Next week, Johnny and I are going to do a duet after his dad does his thing.
Yeah, next week my dad will be here.
Yeah, make sure if you're on Facebook streaming this, make sure you go over to our YouTube channel, Interval Studios, and subscribe. That helps us out a lot. We do this every Sunday night, and I'm usually here hosting, doing some interviews and stuff, and helping Johnny out in the background. And this is Johnny's love child. This is his project that he came to me with a few months ago, and it's come to life and been a lot of fun doing it. And if you're a musician and you want to do something like this, make sure you message Johnny on Facebook, Johnny Interval or Interval Studios, or go to intervalpublishing.com and send a message over so you can get your slot booked. Or if you can't find him, you can always shoot me a message too, and I can handle it from my end as well. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all the good stuff. Jackson Gardner, and my Instagram handle is at Jackson Gardner Music, Jackson Gardner on YouTube. So any of that good stuff. Or you can even call Donnie, and he can get a hold of me as well.
Yeah, you're hard to get a hold of.
If you're dealing with me though through Donnie, you have to call him Vern. So
I couldn't have. I was gonna add to that pitch, and you hit everything. I was like, look, the possibilities here are endless out there, people. If you guys want to do some stuff here, I'm sure I'll be coming back here in the near future to take on some stuff.
We can do anything from musician recording, live stream, any video production you need, whether you be a gun safety personality or interpretive dance, or you breed frogs, whatever it is, we can take care of you over here at Interval Studios. Right, Johnny?
That's right, brother.
All right, we're going to do one off the new record that we actually recorded right here in this room, and pretty much everyone that played on that record except for the keyboard player is in here right now. We did it all right here with a couple guitars, and this one's called Sail On. I'm going to tune this guitar real wacky real fast here. Alright, this is called Sail On. Pouring whiskey and drowning in the river. Wish I could have stopped you that night. You never really see it coming, you did you? Maybe we all go down without a fight. You sail on, sail on, sail on. Ego, pride, and injustice. Do we ever really see the light? Try like hell to find a way in Jesus, but on days like this I wonder what's right. You sail on, you sail on, sail on. And I pray that peace will find you. You hold on for life. You may faith, let it guide you. Give yourself some grace, you're not alone. Sail on. Yes, sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm evil. Maybe that's just something we all face. Maybe in the end, it's just that simple. And there are no reasons for these things we chase. You sail on, you sail on, sail on. And I pray that peace will find you. And you hold on for life. May faith, oh, let it guide you. And give yourself some grace, you're not alone. Sail on. One day we all find ourselves beside it, beside this world and the next life. When you get there, will it feel completed? Or are we all just running out of time? feels good to like just play music with somebody again. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird that we recorded that way back in January in this very room and playing it again.
I know. We didn't even know where that stuff was going then. So, but that record's out. That's called Wizard. That song was called Sail On off of my new record, Wizard, that Donnie played on here. We recorded here. Johnny produced. And we did it all right here in Interval Studios. So if you're looking to do something and you're in the area, make sure you give us a call. If you're not in the area, come to the area.
It's a
Hang out
great
with us.
area.
It's
It
a
really
great
is.
area. It really is. We have Moe's. We have Jimmy John's.
You know, we don't have any more here. Is a Dickie's Barbecue.
You know, right? Yeah.
Nor does anybody else.
Well, if you come to town and you want some barbecue, give me a call. We'll do it in my house.
You know, all Dickie's barbecues are closed.
Oh, really?
All of them.
Because of COVID?
I don't know. They're all closed. The one, no, they're like gone. Like Morgantown's gone. Washington's gone. That's where I wanted to go today, but I had to have Moe's.
Well, that's a decent trade, though. Moe's has always been our spot for sure. But anyway, Vern, what are you doing during COVID?
Well, I started out doing a little bit of this live streaming stuff and tried to stay busy. Oh, I thought he was giving us a signal. I thought that was like the shh. And then I probably drank more than I should. Did a whole lot of just really nothing.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's about the same.
Yeah,
Only I didn't drink as much, but I've had my other vices, so.
Hey, you started a successful
Yeah.
business. You know, continued on with your life and matured a lot. I mean, you're doing way better than I am.
I don't have my days, man. I don't.
You've done. Your whole family's on a roll of success during COVID. You guys have mastered the art of
Everything but
adaption.
music, though. I've stepped back musically.
Yeah, music-
It's messed us up for sure when it comes to that. We had a lot of cool stuff coming up that's been taken off of the table, but
When you asked me earlier, I asked you what we were going to talk about here. You said how COVID affect your career. I said, killed it.
it did. It really did.
What career? There ain't one now. It's gone.
Yeah, hopefully this will all be over soon and we get back to the normalcy of it all, getting to gig again. And I just want to play in a band again. In front of people that are in front of me in the room, you know?
I did get to do an electrified show on the 4th of July in West Virginia, and it felt nice. Nice. I don't touch the electric guitar ever.
Yeah. Well, it's such a pain in the ass when you're home to set everything up and plug it in and do that.
I just don't do that. The only time I ever got to play electric guitar was when I was gigging. The sound check was my practice.
I have a cool rehearsal space set up in my house now that gets me to play a little bit.
You
But
bought
I
a
need
house?
some new.
Jesus, you got a house?
I didn't buy it. We're renting.
Oh.
I'm not that far
You
on, bud.
didn't have to tell public that. You could have put that fourth wall out for that part. Go edit that part out. You bought a house. Let's just. I'm gonna cry here in a minute because everybody's just doing way better than you guys are really killing COVID.
Well,
You gardeners.
aren't you getting in shape now, though, aren't you?
Well, that's what I was trying to segue into that.
My brother Jeremy Gardner. You can follow him on Instagram as well. Is Donnie's personal trainer.
He's my personal trainer. I don't recommend following him though. He drives me nuts.
He's trying to turn Donnie into a sex symbol again.
He yelled at me on Friday. You're under eating, bro.
You're under eating.
Does that make sense? I'm gonna start quoting him because his personality. We used to make fun of him for different stuff, but now it's like he's a different person. So it's a whole new arsenal of stuff to pick on him for. But I'm gonna start doing quotes like, "You gotta watch your macros, bro." Or whatever. He never said bro his whole life until recently.
We start taking Jim Mirror selfies. You start saying bro
yeah.
all the time.
The funny thing is, I was laying. This is weird. But I was laying in bed. I've been thinking about messaging him for a while, and I hadn't talked to him in probably a year or so. And laying in bed one night, he posted a picture without a shirt on. You can see that thing the chicks like.
V.
And I said, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm messaging him. So I said, hey, I want to do your freaking program. And he said, I'll call you Wednesday, bro. And he set up like a little
calendar event,
email thing. I'm like, just call me. We've known each other a long time. It's very bizarre. But he is my personal trainer. What's his 520 fit?
520 fit.
520
I believe.
fit.
And we might be doing some videos here with him with Johnny if he comes out from Carlisle. So we could.
He'll stand here shirtless and show
yeah,
everybody his.
Yeah. His V.
I used to pick on him for always
his abs.
never having a shirt on in his pictures. Now I'm trying to be him. That's
hilarious. So let's get a little bit more into the formal interview conversation real quick. Maybe we can just do one of these questions so we're not boring people. But we have been playing music together for just about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Just about 10 years. And we both have very different approaches, which I think will makes us work well together because we both understand the need for that. And I haven't heard a lot of these songs that you played today. Like, that says how shitty of a friend I am.
You are horrible.
You know, which is really bad.
You don't share my stuff.
But what's your writing process like? Because you know what mine is.
Yeah.
So how does that compare and what's
I
different?
wish I was a better writer than I am.
I think you're hard on yourself. I think that's the difference. I mean, these are good songs.
I just, if I have a good idea, it takes me like forever to just sit down and actually apply the idea.
Is it just that you don't want to put yourself in the seat, or is it that it takes you long to figure it out, or is it that you beat yourself up into the ground trying to find that answer?
All of the above, I suppose. I'll tell you what, though, Use Me, which is personally, I'd say it's the best. It's the only one I can listen to and not get disgusted that I wrote. It happened really fast, actually. I think I told Devin, Devin wasn't a co-writer on it, but I think I told Devin like the week before, I wanted to write a song about with a sexual flavor, kind of like, I think at the time that Blake Shelton song "Turning Me On" was like a hit. And
Yeah,
I love sexual songs, like songs that are sexual.
They're just sexy songs.
Yeah, because the lack of sex in my life, it fills the void. Like, that's why I listen to Hailstorm and Nickelback. But and I sat down and wrote it. I think I sent like the first verse over to Devin. He said that's really good, and then I finished it in like 20 minutes, I think.
Do you think it's that confidence of someone telling you that it's good that helps you do that? Because I know, like you said, that you loathe every song you write. Like, even myself, I do the same thing. I'll go down that road of I'll write a song and I won't even play it for Chablis or a verse or a line because I'll hate it as soon as I write it down, and then it almost takes this reassurance of other people that I respect for me to get the confidence to finish it or even to play it live.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff on Wizard, I mean, you had never even heard, and you've heard everything I've ever written, really, until I put that record out. It's weird. I just didn't play it. I didn't play that stuff live at all, with the exception of Sail On and like Caught a Buzz.
You've known me for a long time. I think even if Brad Paisley could walk in the room right now and tell me that song was the greatest song you ever heard, and I'd be like, yeah, go to hell, Brad Paisley. Jay McKnight, you know Jay. Jay is like my spirit guide here in the music. He's the reason I'm in the music business. That's a whole other story for another time. Like, I have to tell it. I think I told it on a TV show, actually. But he has written some damn good songs, like, in life. He's written some, like, just killer monster songs that also, like, they're not out in the world, but they should be. And he's had a little bit of success, and he's been around for a lot of years. Said that Use Me is the best like hook he's ever heard in his life.
Well,
but even then I was like, it's not that great thing.
It's a killer song, and then you have Wyatt singing on it, who's got that silky smooth, chocolatey voice.
That's something. Oh, that over the course of that last statement, I was going to say this too. We only played that song out live, acoustically, maybe 4 times. We just haven't had a chance to. It came out the end of June, and we just haven't had a chance to. And I've listened to it 1,000 times on the recording. We worked really hard on the recording, blah blah blah. But like, I can't listen to it anymore on recording. And even when we played it live, I was like, I wrote this. Like, I wish you wouldn't tell anybody I wrote this. And then last night we played, and I looked over at him and I said, yeah, it's the first time I got through that without like being disgusted. Like, I sounded good. The people were actually like, we got to play it a second time last night, and people actually sang along, which was like, that's like a first for me, like, to see that physically. Like, when I write a song, I'm not ever outdoing them myself anyway. I go and play by myself. I ain't playing any of my songs. I just don't because I don't want to. But like, other people, what I'm saying is, like, Steve Smith, of all the songs I've had recorded, Steve Smith's one of them. Tim has maybe 6 of them. Wyatt, and then Jeff Huseman. I don't ever get to see those, like, live. I got to actually see it live last night, and it was really.
You birth them and then send them out for adoption.
Yeah, I'm like a breeder. I'm like a dog kennel for songs. But I wish guys like you can write probably like 2 or 3 good ones in a day. I say that about those Nashville guys, like our friend Alex. He could probably crank out 6 decent songs in a day, every day. Probably.
Yeah, but the best ones are the ones that take me time to culminate, and I think that part of that, you have to learn. This is my Donnie mentor session here. You have to learn how to balance that neuroticism of making it good, but then also be proud enough to live with it and play it live. Because then if not, then you're just beating yourself into the ground, and there's no real reason. But I think all songwriters and all artists do that, especially the best ones, because they're striving for perfectionism.
My disposition on the whole thing's always been bizarre, I think, compared to other people. Like, I know, like, most guys like yourself are real into, like, you're into, like, there's some kind of rush you probably get from playing your own stuff. But, like, I just assume play a Hank Jr. song so people like at least like.
It depends on the gig. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, it depends on the gig.
I'll go play those gigs where it's hard to get people into anything but the pop stuff, and I play a lot of pop stuff and a lot of covers, and then sneak maybe 2 songs in a 3-hour set, and then like when we opened for Eli Young, it's a whole different thing. You played literally nothing but originals, and then maybe like an Allman Brothers tribute or something like that. It's just a different thing, and I think that's probably a lot of where it's coming from, is playing your original stuff. It has its space and time, and when you're like us, who have been, this is our only job. A lot of people don't know this about us. We didn't have day jobs for the very bulk of our adult life. We only played music, so it didn't matter what type of gig it was.
Those are our teens. You started when?
14.
14. I started when I was 15. So.
Yeah, and that's all we've done. So it's kind of a weird thing to. And for the first, portion of our life, all we did was play covers, because it was the only gig to get.
Yeah, but we didn't have any songs.
Yeah, or they were all real bad. I don't know one or the other.
I like your old stuff. When you were, what was the one? I'd do it
I
again.
Can Lie Too.
No, I'd do it again.
I'd go again.
I'd go again.
Oh my gosh.
That's one of my favorites.
That's a throw.
I think it's still on CMT.com.
It probably is. I probably should call them and have them take it down.
That reminds me. I want to tell the folks out there. I kind of want to get this documented in the history, like for how we met, because I was thinking about this the other day. I think about how I met a lot of people, like just.
I probably told this story 1,000 times.
The circumstances. I don't think you get it right yet. I got fired from a certain band for insubordination when I was 19 years old. And I ended up not talking to that guy for a long time, but I talked to him now. Everything's cool. But I was 19. I was insubordinate, so to speak. And, what that means. Got fired, but I, had to go over to get my amp and stuff out of his trailer at his house. He lived in Hawkwood where I live. And we sat on the porch and we were just talking like old friends. And he said, "What are you going to do now, Vern?" I'll never forget it. And I said, and I think a week before, I'd heard I Can Lie Too on Froggy or something. And I didn't know who you were or nothing. I said, and this has happened to me so many times in my life. This is one of those times. I said, I think I'm just going to play for that Jackson T. Gardner.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you. Didn't have any prospects of knowing you at all. And this was June of 2012.
Yep.
Ish, probably. And I just said it out of my ass. I was like, yeah, I think we're going to play for him. Like, just to have something to say. And I'll be damned if September of that year, I was in Pison's bar in the kitchen, and Junior Guthrie's phone rings, and it's you. And he goes, Jackson, fucking call me. And you said, I'm standing there listening to this whole conversation. You said you needed a guitar player for Rinky Dinks that Saturday. He couldn't do it. He said, no, but I know somebody who can. Yep, I'm listening to the conversation, and he says, Donnie Barney. And you must have said, like, so what kind of name's that or something? And he said, I know. Shitty name, great guitar player. I'll never forget that moment. How interesting is that I said that months prior that I was going to play for you? And then I'd never met you in my life. I just said, this is a good play for you.
And we've been best friends for
ever since
8-9 years, yeah.
But that's happened more than once in my life, too. Like, I've said, like, I can't think of any other examples right now. It's like, somebody says, like, what are you going to do? Oh, I think I'll go play for this person. Then I don't even know that person. Then I end up getting...
Maybe you should just start saying, well, I think I'll go play for Garth Brooks now.
I've always said it. Well, the funny thing is, this is off topic, but when I was 12, my mom took me up the mountain to see a Joe Diffie show. It was like my first big show I'd seen as like a preteen. I'd seen George Jones and stuff and Partneck Hillbillies when I was a little bit. Like, this was Joe Diffie. And the opening acts that day were Girls in Black Hats, Crazy Cowboy Band. I hadn't even played the guitar yet. I don't think I started till like maybe shortly thereafter. Maybe I was just learning how to play the guitar. And I ended up playing for both those bands later in life. Like, they were the opening act at my very first like big show I went to see. Ended up playing guitar for both those bands. And I always said, like, oh, next step's Diffie, but he passed away. But I thought for sure, I'm like, that would be the ultimate twist of fate. Like, where else? I mean, I played for everybody else that played there that day.
We lost 2 real good ones, Diffie and Charlie Daniels this year.
We lost a lot of good ones. I'm looking
John Prine, yeah.
Keith Urban does that like memorial thing at the end of the year.
Yeah.
He does like medley.
All for the Hall kind of thing, yeah.
No, he does like a memorial like.
Oh
medley,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
This year's gonna be really good. I mean, Kenny Rogers. Who else?
Charlie Daniels. Maybe he'll do Devil Went Down in Nashville the way you playing guitar.
God.
Man, he was a monster.
That's.
But on that note, we will wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Come back next Sunday. We're going to have Johnny Interval Sr. here next week. One of my favorite people, super chill dude. And he's a great guy. We're going to be here Sunday at 6 o'clock, so make sure you come hang out with us. and go to intervalpublishing.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Interval Studios, and make sure you let us know if you're a musician and want to do a live stream here. Hit us up and we'll get it on the books. I'm Jackson Gardner. This is Donnie Barney. And shout out to our boy behind the camera, Johnny Interval, who runs the show. This was all his idea, and we're really grateful as musicians to have a place to come and do this right now during COVID, because we're all losing our minds. So have a great week. God bless you. Take care of each other, everybody. We will see you real soon. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.